What is up, everybody? Welcome to the 2019 Ponca City Open in Ponca City, Oklahoma. My name is Gabriel Dow, and I'm here with Bobby Cox.
What's up, everyone?
This tournament is brought to you by Dynamic Discs, sponsored by Ponca City Dispensary, Juicy's Vapors, driven by Ducks, Iron Leaf, and Basket Case Disc Golf, as well as 2-on-1 Disc Golf. We've got a 4-man card going for you here. Austin Hannum out of Perry, Oklahoma. Andrew Marwede out of Kalamazoo, Michigan. We got Emerson Keith out of Louisville, Texas. And then we got Bo Tillman, the GK Pro legend.
I'm shocked to see him on here.
Yeah, right? He's out of Edmond, Oklahoma. Hole 1, this is a par 3, 411 feet. Most of these guys are really going to be going for the big spike hyzer around the right side. You really just have to be careful about the OB behind the basket. But nothing too dangerous about this hole.
Yeah, and if you do choose that left side with like a forehand, it is a little bit wider, so you got to give it a little more height. But these guys will be going backhand probably.
Yeah, and Austin putting out that hyzer. And yeah, that's parked.
That's how you start your tournament right there.
Yes, sir.
This is kind of Austin Hannum's like home tournament. This is the one that he looks forward to every year. So
yeah, this is he's sponsored by Ponca City Disc Golf.
Yep.
So he is home free here.
that's hung out a little bit wide, but he'll still have a look for it too.
Yeah, I'll be left with outside the circle putt there.
We've got Emerson Keith.
The Texas Armadillo.
Yeah, I actually never heard that before this tournament.
Right. But he catches that tree there, and he's going to be pretty well short.
Here we got Bo Tillman.
We filmed him many times.
Just a couple.
Yep. And he puts it right behind Austin there. And Emerson just a little bit left on that putt there. He'll be tapping in for 3.
Yeah, and it was a little bit gusty off that water too.
It was. The water was higher too because we had gotten some
Yeah.
rain this week, and so that OB plays only like 25, 30 feet behind the basket.
It's pretty sketch.
That's really the only dangerous thing about this hole. But Emerson makes good for par. This is going to be Bo Tillman for 2. Starts the round off right with that, and he moves to 1 under par.
Such a simple, just like flick of the wrist putt.
Yeah.
And it just flies out perfect spiral.
Yeah.
Andrew cleaning that par up.
Yep. Austin just tapping in the 2.
Definitely not fun taking par on this one.
No. Definitely need to start with a birdie on this
Yeah.
hole. It's too easy of a hole to.
Yeah.
Hole 2, this is a par 3, 333 feet. Very similar to the last hole, except for the fact that it is carrying uphill instead of downhill. So, I mean, it's another spike hyzer. You do have this tree right in front of the basket that comes into play, but as long as you get it nice and wide, you'll take a nice little soft skip off of that and have a putt for 2. Austin, this is looking nice.
And that road's OB, isn't it?
And just, yeah, that OB road is right, literally, that's like 20 feet behind the basket.
Yeah.
So that's really the only dangerous part about this hole.
Yeah, the good thing
Like
is
the
it's a
last
super
one.
easy cleanup par, though.
Yeah. But Bo puts it right next to the basket, and we'll be tapping in for 2 from there. This is Andrew putting out a really nice line as well. And
Please slow down. Let's go.
Yeah, stays in, and he'll be tapping in for 2 as well. Emerson, with that effortless power, puts it out nice and wide.
Yeah, he just stays super compact and just explodes to the power zone.
Yeah, that's what those smaller guys kind of rely on.
They have
It's
to,
just
yeah.
like, it's
Quickness
great.
and efficiency.
Yeah.
And really good putt
He's
there by
got it
Emerson.
down. Yeah. He moves to 1 under par there. Andrew taking his relief from the OB.
And Andrew's a pretty tall guy, isn't he? He's like
Yeah, he's
at least
real
6'2",
tall.
6'3".
Yeah. That effortless, like, tall people distance, you
I
know?
know.
You don't even have
Just
to have
lanky.
arm speed. You just have to have the timing down,
Yeah.
and then you're good. Austin tapping in an unfortunate par, just barely went OB. He threw it perfectly, really. I mean, it landed 15 feet behind the basket, took a nice skip, but just ended up getting a little more ground action than he thought, and Ended up taking the 3 there.
Yeah, and he definitely kind of figured he might have been OB because he was walking up and he was talking to me. He's like, "Is that OB?" I was like, "I couldn't really tell, but I think it's safe." And then it ended up being OB.
Yeah.
I'm
it was
so
right
sorry,
there.
Austin.
It was right there.
Yeah.
Hole 3, this is a par 3, 297 feet. This is very similar to hole 1. It carries downhill. You got the OB right behind the water, or right behind the basket. Most of these guys are just gonna be throwing a hyzer right in there.
Yeah, Bo's doing just that.
Putting it out nice and wide.
Man, he's feeling those drivers right now.
Yeah, just a tad short, but it's not something you're complaining about on this hole with the OB behind. Andrew putting this one out nice and wide. And
Okay.
that stays in bounds. I'll have a pretty easy putt for his 2.
I like this play, going with the forehand.
Going with that high spike forehand. And yeah, Emerson's going to be about 15 feet there. I'll be tapping in for 2.
Looks like Austin might want like with the putter or maybe mid range.
Yeah, you can definitely play that because it's downhill, so
Yeah.
you can pretty much get whatever you want down there.
Bo with another birdie.
Moving him to 3 under par. He is now 3 for 3. Starting off hot. Andrew taps in the par there.
Birdie.
Or birdie, sorry.
Yeah, a little bit high on those chains, but it caught.
Austin tapping in the 2 as well.
Star frame, maybe?
We shall see. This is Emerson here.
Taking his time going through that full routine. Something that us AMs lack.
Right.
We just kind of get eager to throw it, and we get up there and just, shank it.
Exactly. But he makes good for the birdie. And we are on to hole 4. This is the first longer hole out here at Lake Ponca. It is 558 feet. Most of these guys are going to be playing the soft hyzer to maybe flip up if they're trying to hit that right gap. You're just really laying up to this tree right here to the left, and then give yourself a long putt for the 2.
Yeah, I mean, this hole does have a little bit of teeth. If you end up on that left side, it can be really troubling. Then, yeah, right behind the basket, it's pretty touchy as well.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful there.
And Bo just laying up there.
Yes.
Might have thrown that a little bit lower than he wanted, but he's going to be in position to lay up for the par. Andrew getting a tad bit of flip up, but he's going to be right there next to that tree, and he'll have an easy layup for his 3 as well.
And Emerson just going over everything.
Yeah, he's throwing the big Anheuser shot, which is the play to get all the way there. And that looks like it's fading out a little too early on him. And he's going to be about 50, 60 feet from there.
Yeah, he likes those over-the-top shots. He throws them all the time.
Yeah. Austin just barely catching that limb there. But he'll still have a pretty easy upshot from there. Here is Bo laying up for the par. Might give it a little run.
Kind of got away from him a little bit.
Yeah. Still be left with about a 25-foot putt. Andrew hanging on that left side as well. He's going to be right next to Bo.
Here's Emerson for 2. Go.
Just a little bit too low there. Not quite enough. He'll be tapping in for par. This is Bo for the par.
Oh!
And it hangs in there on that AM side.
Slow-mo.
No,
Yeah.
no.
He said slow-mo on that, on a 20-foot putt.
It is.
Maybe next time, Bo.
Yeah, no. That's my time you're talking about, and it's not worth it right there.
And Andrew Marwede.
Oh, no.
Oh, just
What were you saying?
A little
pro
bit.
side and everything, just a little bit too much heat on that putt and tunes out on the right side.
I agree with that.
Here's Austin tapping in for his par.
You say the Chinese?
Yeah, so if you order them from DD, they're stainless They're the Chinese baskets.
Yeah.
If you order them from Latitude, they're the Swedish baskets, and they're galvanized.
No shit.
We got Emerson tapping in for the par as well. Not sure what we were talking about there.
Yeah.
When Clayton told me that they put these out
Andrew tapping in an unfortunate bogey there.
That was such a sad drop in right
yeah,
there.
right. He was like, man.
Turn that frown upside down.
Right. Hole 5, this is a par 3, 417 feet. You have the OB road that plays all along the right side, so you just have to be wary of turning something over too much, or if you're playing the forehand, getting a skip too far right. Most of these guys are going to be playing, there's kind of a center gap with a little bit of a low ceiling halfway down the fairway because there's a big tree on the right. But yeah, I mean, that center gap's really the play.
Yeah, and I'd say it actually plays more like 450, 460.
Yeah, it is a little uphill.
It is pretty uphill.
And Bo just barely nicking that branch there, and he's going to be pretty well short there.
Got Emerson throwing the same shot basically as the last hole.
Just a big air flex.
Just
and-
can't quite get over on it enough.
Yeah, and that's safe. He's not OB. He'll be able to lay up and take a 3 from there.
And Austin, who is known for his power with the forehand, kind of getting it too high, a little bit pinched off maybe.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
Yeah. It's in bounds, and he's going to have a long putt for his 2. Andrew playing a little bit safer as well.
That's
Hanging it out nice and wide.
That's crushed as well.
And he'll be pretty well short there.
Do it.
Ooh. Just barely in front of the chains there. Not quite enough on it.
Emerson kind of giving it, oh, not really the softest go.
Yeah, kind of put a little bit on that.
Yeah.
But
He's not worried about that comeback though.
No, not at all.
Are you kidding me?
Bo Tillman.
There's your slow-mo, Bo. You
There's
happy?
your slow-mo.
See, we didn't want
That is deserving of a slow-mo.
Yeah, that would just been embarrassing if we used a slow-mo and then this happened.
Yeah, fantastic 2 there. That'll move him to 4 under par, and he is now 4 down through 5 holes.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic start. Andrew trying to give it a little bit of a run, has to Annie around that tree, and be tapping in for par.
Yeah, and Bo's just so good at maintaining that focus. It's like when he gets like on like a little bit of a heater, he just rides it forever, it seems like.
I mean, once you get in that flow, just that flow of just getting your angles right, your putts on, like it feels pretty natural, you know.
Yeah.
Especially if you've been playing for 10 plus years.
Yeah, I've yet to experience one of these, but maybe someday.
And Andrew tapping in. Hole 6, this is a par 3, 483 feet. There is a gap on the left for the forehand players. It is very long. That plays probably more like 500 feet because you have to kind of...
You're forced to play around the middle, basically.
Yeah, you have to throw it all hyzer. It's a crush. There is also a right side hyzer gap as well, which I think most of these guys will be playing. There's just a lot more trees to avoid with that gap.
Yeah, as you can see, it's pretty low ceiling all the way down as well.
Yeah.
That was a really nice shot, though.
And Bo. He's gonna be,
Really, if you can just clear the trees, you're pretty happy about it.
Yeah. Emerson playing out another big sky flex shot. And he's going to barely catch that tree. He'll be laying up for par from there. We got Austin opting for the backhand as well. And this looks way too low.
Yeah, I think that's his Tour Series force right there.
Yeah, and that just kind of went flat on him. And as soon as it hit the ground, didn't have any kind of ground action. Just kind of stopped it in its tracks. This is looking like a really nice shot from Andrew.
Oh, he
goes
hit the gap.
outside the tree.
He hit the gap
on the
up
right
there.
side. And wow,
Yeah, that's
that
crazy.
is a crush. He's only about 10 feet.
Yeah, that was
He'll be-
insane.
He'll be tapping in for birdie.
I didn't see anyone try to take that route.
No. And with the big guns we have on this card, I'm surprised we didn't see more.
Yeah, Emerson just so accurate with that justice.
Yeah, he's like, Emerson with that justice is like Ricky with a pig, or a
Harp.
when he was throwing the harp,
Right.
but
And Bo
so
just
accurate.
2 inches away again.
Yeah, just barely.
Nice birdie by Andrew there.
We'll move him to 2 under par.
Oh no.
Oh, Austin just barely missing left side there, and he's going to be tapping in a bogey, unfortunately. This is going to move him to 1 under par. Fall into the back of the card here. And Emerson tapping in the par as well.
Bo, you want to putt out?
Yeah, I'm curious where
I didn't have to.
Emerson's would have ended up if it didn't nick that tree.
Yeah. Andrew's birdie there, though, was
That was sick.
insane. That's definitely a bonus birdie.
Oh yeah.
Hole 7, this is a par 3, 327 feet. It kind of carries straight for a little bit, and then it goes left. The basket is tucked underneath this tree here. Most of these guys are going to be playing a kind of mid-height hyzer skip. The grass is pretty short, so that's definitely the play.
Yeah, it's really just that tree right there that can cause a lot of problems.
Yeah, and Andrew catches those limbs. He's going to be pretty well short.
Bo trying to sneak it under there.
And he does, and he's going to be right there inside the circle.
Yeah, that's really the play. Just kind of jam on right at the base of that tree and just let it skip.
Mm-hmm. Emerson looks like he's opting for a mid-range here.
Yeah.
And gets it right up there. He'll have a pretty open putt for his 2.
Yeah, if that was any different type of driver, that would have been in some bad areas on that left side.
Yeah. Austin just sawing that one off a little bit. He's going to be very well short. He'll have a long and tricky putt for his 2 from the bushes. Andrew lays up for his 3. Austin giving it a nice run.
Yeah, you know he wanted that after taking a 4 on the previous hole.
Yeah. Should be able to save par there. Emerson
He
makes good for the 2. That'll move him to 3 under par. He's only 1 stroke back from Bo now.
Ready for the next round. Yeah, that's right.
And Emerson is so
For now,
lively.
at least.
Yeah, he is so like lively on the card and like talkative and positive.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Like watching him on like film, you don't really see that part. But
Yeah. No,
if you're there in person, he's fun to be around.
Yeah, definitely. Always enjoy filming Emerson.
Over there.
Austin makes good for the par. I'll keep him at 1 under.
5,000 rated.
Definitely not happy about it.
No.
Looks like we've got Andrew doing the same thing. We'll stay at 2. Hole 8, this is a par 3, 366 feet. This one carries pretty far uphill. There's a lot of trees in the center of the fairway that come into play, so most of these guys are going to be throwing either a big hyzer over the right side or a big forehand over the left side. There is also a little bit of a straight to flex gap around the middle as well, if you can miss that left tree there.
Yeah, what line do you like?
I prefer the straight gap.
Up
you
the
know,
middle?
Just throw a distance driver or a fairway driver or something that'll flip up flat and just ride all the way there. Because I definitely don't have the power to throw a forehand hyzer or a backhand hyzer all the way up there.
Yeah.
But Emerson, this is looking very low.
Yeah, that's the problem. If you don't get the height on it, you're not going to carry all the way up
Yeah,
there.
he's going to be about 50 to 55 feet short there. Andrew's playing that flex line.
Just a little bit too much ante on it.
Yeah, didn't quite get the flex that he wanted, but he's still going to be in position for a 2.
Austin going with the forehand.
He's taking it super high around that tree.
Yeah, he got around it.
Yeah, that's a really good shot from Austin. He's only going to be about 20 to 25 feet. Here we got Emerson from about 50.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. And that is a fantastic putt from Emerson.
Wow.
Just trusting the overstability of that disc, throwing it up on that right side.
Absolute
and,
heart of the basket.
Cashes for the birdie. He now is at 4 under par. This is Bo feeling the pressure after Emerson hitting that big putt.
Oh. Dude, Bo's feeling himself. His misses are like only off by a couple inches.
Yeah. He just barely misses. Austin for the 2.
And Austin's having some issues with the putter right now.
Yeah, just throwing that AM side, and he'll be tapping in for par to stay at 1 under.
Yeah, it's like he's not fully committing to the throw. Andrew just tapping in for his 3. We'll stay at 2 down. We got a little shorty coming up here. One of the shorter ones out here.
Bo makes good for the par. And we are on to hole 9. This is a 342 feet. There is a straight gap that these guys will be taking. We actually missed the drone footage here. And Emerson is going to be on that left side. He'll have outside the circle putt for his 2. And
Ooh.
wow, Bo just barely catching that telephone pole. He's going to be well short.
Yeah, I'm sure he was a little bit pissed off after that.
Yeah, that was looking really nice.
Yeah.
Andrew with a good play here. That left side gap is definitely there, and that's the only tree you really need to avoid.
Yeah, but the good thing about the middle gap too is the ceiling's actually not that low. Like, it's very doable.
Austin throws his a lot higher than I think he wanted to, and he's going to have a long putt for his 2. But just barely low.
Trying to make some magic happen. Now it's a good looking putt.
Yeah, scaring the basket right in the front there. Austin just left side there. Just needs to get it a little bit more right, and they'd all be going in.
Emerson to tie up Bo and just a little bit high.
Yeah, he definitely wanted that one.
Every single shot he's picked up.
Bo's happening for par. Oh no.
Oh, wow.
That was just a complete misrelease.
Yeah, maybe he rushed that putt, or I don't know. He's going to be tapping in the bogey.
Maybe the disc wasn't dry enough? I don't...
Yeah, and this is kind of strange to see from this card. Hole 9, one of the shorter holes out here.
It's a
really,
musket.
Really a musket, yeah.
It's an absolute musket. There's a couple muskets out here, but this is one of them.
Andrew makes good for par. This is going to be Emerson tapping in the bogey. Unfortunate to see, and he will move down to 3 under par. And with that is going to conclude the front 9 of the 2019 Ponca City Open. So far, we got Bo Tillman just shooting really hot. He is 5 under par through 9. Emerson Keith 2 back at 3 under par. We got Andrew Marwede, who is 3 back at 2 under par, and Austin Hannum having some putting struggles. He is holding at 1 under par. So hopefully we see him turning around on this back 9.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. You can check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And we'll see you guys for the back 11.